What's poppin', peeps? It's the former president of the Fat Guy Alliance, the current president of the TBX 420 Club. Your hero, your role model, the person you want to be like when you grow up. The dude who's celebrating Halloween in style. That TONY. The urban franchise. Tony Montana. And peeps, I am here to hit you guys up for the final edition of this year's Halloween special. Sorry, there was only 3 episodes. Today's episode, we're discussing which wrestlers would survive zombies. I'm going to base it on movies. I'm going to base it on shows. Now, you know, when it comes to zombies and wrestling, there is one ultimate cheat answer, and that is the legendary Hot Rod Rowdy Piper. And he is the only wrestler who's actually survived the zombie apocalypse and became the hero. So I'm going to save him for one I really cannot think of. But you know the rules to this? Once I use a wrestler, I can only use them once per episode. And that's it. And I'm going to add something. I'm going to separate the wrestler from the wrestling persona. So I can use a wrestling persona, different wrestling personas, and the actual person as separate answers. So if I felt I had to, I could say Kane, then I could say Isaac Yankem, then I could say the Unabomber, then I could say Glenn Jacobs, for example. In this episode, we have an analyst, someone who's much more of a zombie expert than myself. That is Dr. Clone from Stu Corp. He's in the background. He'll be giving some feedback. I'll be asking him some things that I don't know while in the midst of it. So let's get this going with the most well-known zombie thing right now, and that is The Walking Dead. Now, as you know, the rules to this, I gotta say one wrestler and character, and one wrestler the actual person. I was trying to think right off the bat, is there a wrestler that's an archer and their character? Couldn't think of any. Any who are supposedly good with guns. I was like, yeah, there is one. The Big Boss Man. He's a cop. Has probably excellent firearm skills, and will be able to go stock up weapons from the police station if he had to. So I'm going to go with the Big Boss Man, old school on the first one. Now for real life. Which real person would survive a zombie apocalypse, The Walking Dead? And obviously, you know, the leader of The Walking Dead was Rick, a cop, so Big Boss Man was the obvious answer. Who would survive in The Walking Dead? That's a hard one. There are several wrestlers who are hunters. And I'm going to say one that's going to probably surprise you. But Shawn Michaels is a hunter. He's from Texas. He hunts. He runs a farm and stuff. He knows how to live off the land. So I feel that he would survive pretty well. Pretty social guy, would handle the interactions if he meets with people and stuff. I think Shawn Michaels would be the one who would survive. Or Michael Hickenbottom is his real life person. Okay, next up, we're going to go with my favorite zombie show, Z Nation. It's kind of a much darker thing, so a regular person might not really survive because of the whole powers and stuff involved in it. But when it comes to powers and stuff, and it's been a cheat answer for me at times in this, considering these things have powers. In Z Nation, are any of them the Z's in that Fireproof Dr. Clone? No? Alright, so I'm going to pick Kane as a wrestler in character, because he could just put them on fire, since Kane in character has fire powers, technically. So Kane will be my answer. Then from there, I'm going to say in real life, Stone Cold Steve Austin, another wrestler of hunting skills, good with firearms, could live off the land. As long as he can find places to get beer, I'm sure he'll be okay. since he has his own beer company, he'll have like a stock of where it is. So he'll just probably go to the factory of his beer company, burn all his guns, and just chill there and kill everybody that comes his way. Once he finds Murphy, he's like, "Well, damn you, son of a bitch! If you got the cure, let's get you down there." And he'll carry Murphy right down to the Cadmus or wherever it is they needed him to get a cure. What was it? The name of the place, Dr. Hall? He forgets. All right. Next zombie thing. My favorite zombies trilogy. Oh no, there's like 4 or 5 of them. Return of the Dead. 6. There were 6 of them. That was my favorite zombie. When I was younger, my favorite zombie series. Now it starts off as just zombies coming off because of chemicals, right? The nuclear thing, the military dumping waste, and corpses coming back to life. And then another one is they cremated them, and the liquid got into the cremation thing, and then then it started to rain from the smoke. And it rained over a graveyard, and they all rise from the dead. Unexpected zombies just coming back from the dead type of thing. These zombies, were they fast? They were like average speed. I don't think they had regular human strength. They weren't super strong or anything. It was just a matter of being avoided being bitten. I don't think they had the whole factor of getting scratched like they have in some zombie things now. And these zombies, were these the ones after brains or after it just eating all of you? I think they're after brains because I do remember one of them saying brains. When this thing part, they open the thing and it goes brains or whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to say for this one, in character, in that potential scenario, oh, there is a few people I could pull out for this one. Good stuff. I'm gonna go with Sergeant Slaughter because in a lot of times there was always some military professional who would come and save the day. Slaughter's character was one of the most badass G.I. Joes of all times who survived many horrible things from Cobra La 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 La, or Cobra La, whatever they're called. So I think he would do alright with zombies. And another person I'm going to pull out would be Flip Gordon, known to be former military specialist. I think he'll be able to know how to use survival skills and weapons and stuff to get out of it. I feel he'll be able to lead a party out of there, much like Slaughter. Slaughter had his own team he led. I feel Flip would take a leadership role and lead everyone to safety. Then, the next movie would be one of the most scariest zombie scenes I've ever seen in a zombie movie. World War Z. That scene where they had all the zombies climbing up on each other, going up that wall. That just like fucking freaked me out thinking about it. Holy shit, what if they could really, really do that? My pick for this, because this is like the biggest number of zombies, this is like the biggest scale zombie movie, because most are just based in a town or in one country. This movie was based all around the world. I think the person who could survive this in character would be the zombie bride Sue Young. As you can see from her character, she's able to control other zombies. That's why she has all those bridesmaids that follow her. If she's able to control zombies, she can control all the zombies in the world. And I don't know the rest of the story she's going to save the world, but I know she'll be able to protect herself and save herself. Maybe she'll use them to take over the world. Who knows? But the Zombie Bride Sue Young is my pick in that one. And as far as who would actually survive in wrestling in real life, because of the scenario, how big of a scale it is, my answer will be Vince McMahon. He's the only one who's going to be able to afford the safety and protection and to get himself into the right places. So I feel he'll survive because he has the finances, him and his family. It'll get them to safety and get to the places that are safest. What do we have next? Let's stop. Alright, sorry about that, peeps. Had to go order some Halloween treats. Always been a tradition for pizza and wings for dinner during Halloween, so that's what we went with. Next up, I already discussed Vince McMahon will survive as a normal person. I'm gonna talk about Zombieland. Pretty good movie that's finally getting a sequel next year. Holy crap, it's gonna be pretty epic, pretty epic. Who would survive Zombieland? Okay. Wrestlers in character, I think. Who in character would survive? You definitely need a gun. Who could use guns, probably? I don't know why, but I'm gonna say for Zombieland, I'm gonna go with Rosemary, the demon. I feel that she would survive. I just feel zombies are gonna be nothing for her with her demon abilities. As far as someone surviving, I'm going to go with John Cena, because he has said before on TV, he has guns and he knows how to use them, so he would be able to handle himself in that situation. Let's think about another zombie movie. Let's go for a general zombie thing. Let's go over some who would not survive these situations. The first one I said was The Walking Dead. Who do I think will not survive The Walking Dead? I'm gonna say James Ellsworth. I don't know why. He just seems like he wouldn't be able to keep up. No offense to James, but I just don't think he would make it. Z Nation. Who would not survive in Z Nation? I'm gonna say, sorry, again, I've said him before. Fall Out Ball. Yo, guys, bah. The new Yokozuna, because he'll get really tired running and they'll catch up to him. So I'm sorry, Bah. I'm a fad, but I'm gonna have to go with you, buddy. Then Return of the Living Dead, my favorite zombie series of all time. Who would not survive that? I'm gonna say the Great Khali, because he's not really that fast. He won't be able to get away. And once they surround, and he would probably try to fight them and get overwhelmed and fall down. World War Z. I don't think much people would survive that. I'm just going to throw a random name out there. I'm going to say Goldberg. Maybe The Miz. No, I like The Miz. I'm a big fan of The Miz. I think The Miz or Fitz Hollywood achievements might make it, but maybe not. No one would really be able to afford to survive that unless they're a scientist or the rich, though. That's like you're screwed. And Zombieland, who would survive in Zombieland? Who wouldn't survive in Zombieland? Hmm. Um, Baston Booger. Another big guy who I'll see probably getting tired with all the running and stuff. His thick hands would be hard to manage a gun, maybe. I'm gonna end it there, peeps, because it's starting to get dark from the windows, as I can see. I gotta go start handing out some candy for these kids. So, if you like this, if you agree with my answers, go let me know in the comments. If you like, what is this, a friend of yours?
What? Is this a joke? What the fuck, man? That actually hurts. Hey, what the hell?